Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. The summer of 1943 marked a critical turning point in World War II. Just 6 months after their devastating defeat at Stalingrad, Nazi Germany sought to reclaim the initiative on the Eastern Front. Their target? The Kursk salient, a protrusion in Soviet lines that Hitler believed was ripe for encirclement and destruction. But what unfolded over the course of July and August would forever be remembered as a clash of titans, a battle of such scale and ferocity that it reshaped the course of the war. The Battle of Kursk. The German plan, codenamed Operation Citadel, was bold and ambitious. It aimed to launch a two-pronged offensive to cut off the Soviet forces occupying the salient. Hitler believed that by massing tanks, troops, and aircraft, his forces could deliver a decisive blow that would break Soviet resistance and restore German dominance on the Eastern Front. It was also a gamble, one born of desperation. By this point in the war, Germany's resources were stretched thin, and their ability to mount large-scale offensives was waning. Yet Hitler had staked everything on the idea that a victory at Kursk could reverse their fortunes. But while the Germans plotted and planned, the Soviets were preparing for the fight of their lives. Unlike traditional battlefields, Kursk became a fortress. Soviet engineers, aware of the German intentions, transformed the salient into an insurmountable web of defenses. Minefields stretched for miles, trenches and bunkers lined the landscape. Anti-tank guns and artillery were positioned in layers, designed to force the Germans to bleed for every inch of ground. And behind it all stood the powerful Soviet armored corps, ready for a counterstrike. When the German offensive began on July 5, 1943, it was an eruption of war on a scale the world had never seen. Across a front hundreds of miles wide, tanks, including Germany's feared Tigers and Panthers, rolled forward, their guns hammering at Soviet positions. Thousands of aircraft roared through the skies, engaging in brutal dogfights and bombing raids. The Battle of Prokhorovka, fought within the larger Kursk conflict, saw over 1,000 tanks clash in a single day, a chaotic, brutal display of modern warfare. Yet for all their firepower, the Germans were slowed to a crawl. The Soviet defenses were impenetrable, each line of defense backed by another just as strong. As casualties mounted, the myth of German invincibility began to crack. By mid-July, Hitler's forces were faltering. The momentum they had hoped to capture was slipping away. And then the Soviet hammer fell. In a masterful counteroffensive, the Red Army surged forward, throwing the German troops into retreat. Their tanks rolled past destroyed German armor, their soldiers advancing with renewed confidence. The Soviets didn't just repel the Germans, they pushed deeper into occupied territory, beginning a relentless march toward Berlin itself. The Battle of Kursk marked the end of Germany's ability to conduct major offensives on the Eastern Front. They had gambled and lost, leaving their forces weakened and demoralized. The Soviets, by contrast, emerged stronger than ever. Their victory at Kursk demonstrated not only their growing capability, but also the effectiveness of their tactics and preparation. From this moment on, the tide of war turned irreversibly against Germany. The Soviets began their great offensives, liberating Eastern Europe and closing in on the Nazi heartland. Kursk stood as a testament to their resilience and the beginning of the end for Hitler's dreams of conquest. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this.